Hello everyone, welcome to another fantastic stream by me, yours truly, Faraway Corey 13, aka the most awesome user of all time. Said no one. Me, yours. Alright, it is working. The audio's good. Everything's good. And yeah, so let's get started. Hope you guys have been enjoying the route. If not, I'm sorry. Did the best I could. What do you mean, bruh? Eli. If that even is your real name. So yeah, I was on Ty's stream earlier, just talking, vibing with the boys. And in the meantime, I've been like making little edits to the iOS. I made little updates to areas that I wasn't really pleased with. As soon as Ty finishes streaming, you start streaming LMAO. Yeah, essentially. Well, the thing is, I left the stream because I needed to eat. I haven't eaten, so now I'm eating. My tummy's full. Now I can start route building again. So yeah, I started like updating areas that I wasn't really pleased with when I released on the final iOS release, but I had to like rush some areas just to like so I can get the iOS out on time. But now that I have more time and like there's no rush to finish phase 2, I decided to like before I can start phase 2, how about I update all the areas that just need a little sprucing, you know? Need a little little update. So yeah, let's get started. Alright, so let's start with the Nefert area. Not much in the Nefert area, besides that I updated some of the textures. Like a little roady looking textures here. I've cleaned up this area because it looked kind of messy. I put all the yard cranes that were released, like all the new ones. Yeah, this area is definitely. I gotta update this area like soon. And so that's it for the Nefert area. Just got a Tommy Diesel 10 yesterday. Oh hell yeah, that's awesome. Not gonna lie, your new iOS is putting my laptop through the ringer. Yeah. Yeah, that's gonna happen with some of you. I mean, how much is it that the route is big and how much is it that the route is trains is just terribly optimized and a piece of shit? Like, it's gotta be 50-50, I think. What game is this? Trains A New Era? So yeah, so I've been adding like little patches of grass, like grass splines, and I gotta say they really lift the look of the route. It's like instead of using those plain 2D textures, you can have grass and it'll look phenomenal like this. And I added the. Wait a minute. Wait a goddamn minute. Like this. God damn it. Wait. Come on. Come on. There we go. Like this. And like this. Let's bring it down to this. Yeah. There we go. There we go, fixed it. Yeah, well, I changed the retaining spline. I'm using the Benny one. The Benny one. I just figured out the trains on iPhone cost money. Yeah. I wouldn't recommend trains on iPhone. I mean, I had before I started using Trains 12, I used Trains for the iPad version. I'm assuming it's still the same version. And I gotta say, it was really rough. It's like, because there's no content manager. There's a raised bridge and Nefert yard that is missing. What do you mean raised bridge? Oh, like the viaduct? I think that you might have like a missing dependency, maybe? But anyway, the biggest update that I made so far is the Titmouth area. So you see, I added this castle and it looks really, really stunning. I always wanted to add a castle. This is totally idea that I totally didn't steal from Ty. Wink wink. But basically, since there's a tunnel here and it looks like castellated, has like this little pillar thingies, there must be a castle nearby, right? So I took some liberties and added a castle on Titmouth. I wanted a big castle like this, so like this size will do. And it looks stunning, I have to say. Like, if you look at it from the station's point of view, it looks awesome. It looks lovely. I really like how this turned out. And yeah, just like, I found these trees. Not these trees. These trees called Blueprint F Summer. And I gotta say, I wish I would have discovered these sooner. Because it's like they look really different and accurate. It's like something that I noticed about the iOS is that when you use only G trees, the look of the route starts to look really plain, you know? So by adding a mixture of JVC trees and G trees, I think it really makes the route pop in a different way. And I've been going through the process of like updating many areas of the island. Here's I added more trees to the special letter crash. Here's Thomas being stupid and ugly, and I hate him. Just kidding, Thomas, you're cool. I updated the yard a bit. It's like it looked really messy the way I had it before. Like, this looks a lot cleaner. That's the whole point of like me updating areas, like to make these a lot cleaner. It has a lot of ballast here. Because my canon is that this is the Titmouth Ballast Contractors Company. It's right here. And this is where Scruffy gets loaded up with ballast. I don't know, I thought it was a cool headcanon. And this is Fred Pelham's company. Fred Pelham gets coal cars. I changed the bridge from here. Use Benny's trestle bridge, which I gotta put these on. What's it called? On the Cows Bridge. I will do that soon. Just that I'm still updating the route. Yeah, I really like the look of like how these streets look. Like they really do give like a season 4 vibe. Hi Hugo, I love your iOS and like every route you make. Thanks, King's Films. I really appreciate it. Yeah, Benny needs to make the bridge. Like, I beg him. I begged them already. Just that he doesn't want to. All right, I'll stay in stream, but I won't talk a lot because I'll be bike riding. Take care in your bike riding, my man. Gonna have late night breakfast at my uni. Good luck. All right, so yeah, I'm in the process of like putting more of these JBC trees down. For example, on this area, this is that barn set from Thomas, no, from Thomas Meets the Queen, and with these trees, it really pops. And I went a bit overboard, and I decided to like make it like a little foresty area here. It's like, from this angle, it looks pretty stunning, I would say. Wouldn't you agree, guys? I added them to the bakery too. I like how this turned out. Like there's a little patch of forest near the bakery. Yeah, I just keep like copy and pasting patches of trees everywhere where I see fit. Did you watch the new episode of The Last of Us? No, I'm not really a Last of Us guy. I haven't played the games. I haven't watched the series. Well, Eli has, so yeah, well, there's something to talk about. Here's Titmouth Bay. It looked really plain in the original release. Like, I think this looks a bit better. I added like a little patch of forest here, a patch of forest there. I extended the castle walls. And the good thing is that I designed in such a way that it still doesn't affect like the look of the set. It still looks the same. I extended the platforms a bit because I felt like they were a bit too small. And over here in the special Thomas and Stepney area, I added patches of forest here. Yeah, you can tell I'm just copy pasting these. Like, yeah, it's a bit noticeable, especially with the textures. Like, they look a bit too squarish. Let me just. All right. New Harbor didn't change much, or still hasn't changed much. I was responding to your comment, Hugo. I didn't notice The Last of Us comment until now. Lol. Oh. Oh, okay. Thanks for the clarification, lol. I changed a bit, this town area. The houses, I feel like look a bit samey. And yeah, this looks better. And here comes the biggest change that I've made so far to the route. Here's airfield, but we don't care about that. So, okay. I added grass splines and more like of those JVC shrubs everywhere. And I made an entire forest over this area. Here's a little cottage. For example, here's that bend descent for Percy and Harold, where Harold's like do 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 do, like, yeah, that one. You see, it looks way more, for lack of a better word, better. Because like I feel like a lot of these sets look a bit plain because like the textures are like 2D. Where's part 6 of the Thomas Moore Railway collection? I like to think that was just the friends we made along the way. AKA never. Who needs that when you can make trains routes forever? Am I right, fellas? No, but really, that, honestly, I would rather just like start from scratch because like my collection has grown since. I've gotten rid of items, buy new more items. So it's like, yeah, it's like if I'm gonna make part 6, I'd rather just like make my Thomas Wooden Railway collection from scratch again. But I don't have the time. So it's like the Valley Bridge got a bit of an upgrade, I would say. And yeah, it's like, yeah, look at this forest. Look at this forest. Doesn't this look fantastic? There's more forest here too. I really spruced up all of the areas of New Harbor Branchland. Here's the windmill. Crow's Farm crossing shall belong now. Here is that signal. I was like, he liked running at night. The rails hummed, and the signal light shone green. Then here's Crow's Farm crossing. You see, it looks like an actual forest, like an actual spooky area. It really complements the dead trees on the line really well, I would say. Then, here's the go slow sign. What's your favorite Thomas episode? I don't really have a favorite. It's just that whatever I'm in the mood for. Maybe Fish from season 2. Not season 2, season 4. Hey, I just hopped in. Phase 2, baby. Let's go. Hell yeah. He has a spirit. There's a signal box where Percy meets Toby and he's like, dude, let's pretend I'm a ghost in the sky of Thomas. And we exit that. We go this area. I updated the windmill. I've done nothing but route build, guys. Like windmill. The Thomas, James, and the fireworks display set looks better. Can we see what it looked like with night lighting, or would that need a preset? No, I can show you what it looks like with night lighting. Let's take a look at this area. Well, I don't know if you guys can see, but I can't see shit. Maybe like this? I never mess with daylightings. There we go. Figured it out. You see, like that? Like this actually looks like a spooky forest. Imagine like if wait, can I add fog? Okay, it looks a bit black. Everything looks black. What the fuck? Well, no fog. Well, just a little bit of fog. All right, so there we go. So it looks really impactful at dark. I think it's like night settings is what it is, night. But the Thomas night settings in the show is like, yeah, you can tell that there's a bunch of studio lights everywhere, you know. Fireworks display set. Well, okay, we were here. I added these two areas. T-Jock and Eli. I already know what it is because I was in Thai server. It's this one. And this one. If you know, you know. We go this way, and I just finished this. Some hours ago. I updated the Hit Era intro bridge, and yeah, it looks way better now. And finally, I've updated the flour mill. The flour mill looks epic. I love it. Look at this. And so yeah, those have been the updates so far. So what I'm gonna do is, you know, just keep updating the route, just keep better. And what area should I continue? Just finish this. Yeah, this looks good in my mind. In my mind. The flour mill. Wow, this route is stacked with content. I agree a lot. Emperor Veggie, sorry. Yeah, I always love how this looked. Yeah, I think I'm gonna update the 3-tier bridge a bit. Doesn't look bad. It doesn't look bad. It's just I feel like I can spruce it up. Yeah, let's spruce it up. Why not? I have time. Series 5 flour mill, my beloved. Okay. Where's my references for this place? Where is it? I can't find it. Farquhar Yards, Nefert Station, Lower Titmouth, Lower Sudbury. Should be on the T part. 3-way bridge. There we go. So you see, yeah, it doesn't look bad. I just need to like change it a bit. Alright, first what I'm gonna do is put the grass. Should I put these or should I put the the fuck? Oh, okay. Wait a minute. You should add the bubble loader to this route. You know, Matt's works. I agree with you. I should totally do that. Diego, explain to your audience why you said Cam Jones Bakerstown route was a MILF. No. No, T-Jog, I don't think I will. James is here, not approved. But James is here. Come on, you grass pline. Fucking grass plines. See, this is the type of shit we suffer. Us route builders. You're not a route builder unless you're truly miserable. And extremely patient. The bubble loader is not that bad. Like, yeah, it's like, it's really nothing special to me. What the fuck is happening? It's not that special. But what about the sawmill and dumping depot? Oh, I have a good idea for that. Actually. I definitely do want to add like railway, like not railway series stuff, but wooden railway stuff or Tomy stuff. Stuff from the merchandise. For example, I'm totally adding the Arzel barrel depot. You know, based on that wooden railway toy. I have one of those over here. Is there a free version of trains? Not to my knowledge, no. No, I believe I believe 09. Trains 09 has become free recently, hasn't it? Like, people can correct me on this. What's wrong with James? That's what I'm saying. Was it difficult to figure out where the three bridges would be? Yes, but I had a pretty good idea of what I wanted to do with the 3-tier bridge. It wasn't that difficult. It was all a matter of just like connecting everything together. You should add a big Tommy Thomas to your layout. I agree with that. Just remembered. Let me tell you guys a sad story. The sad story of Hugo. So, I did have the when I was a kid. I had that big ass Tommy thing, the big Tommy Thomas, aka the most awesome Thomas ever. I had it, right? But it was missing at the head. It was a Thomas with no head. The horror, right? And so I got rid of it, right? But then when I was like 8 or 9, around that time, right? We went to a flea market in the US. And peeking through a bender's items, was the big Tommy Thomas. And then I didn't see it, but my mom saw it first, right, and asked for it. And the vendors like set the price. The price is, I believe it was like $10, maybe, I don't know. But then I spotted it, and I began going, "Oh my God, the big Tommy Thomas! Oh my God, the big Tommy Thomas! Can we buy it? Can we buy it? Can we buy it?" And then the vendor ranked up the price to 15. Which, you might say, well, 15 is still a lot very cheap for a Tommy Thomas. But it's just the fact that, like, you know, he noticed that I was excited for it. And just decided to, you know, like, ramp up the price just so he can get, like, a quick buck. That was scummy. That was really fucking scummy on his part. Needless to say, like, we didn't buy it. And to this day, I have not seen another Tommy Thomas. It's been 12 years and I'm still pissed. Come on, move. Oh, this is gonna be impossible to move. There we go. Okay. You go. There we go. It's like this. I like the trees should be taller. Just like tad taller. Oh, shit. These trees are so fucking finicky. This, and this can go back down. I haven't read the chat. Stream mic is buffering. At least on my end. Stream, fuck. I hate, sorry. I used to have, okay, add Misty Island to the layout, and then it would be perfect. But that's CGI, you don't understand. You don't understand. I'd rather die than add that. Okay, that's a bit mean. Sure, this tree, yeah, this tree looks good. It's here. I used to have a James Goes Buzz Buzz Trackmaster toy. I took it apart to use the wheels as for spare parts, and now it's ruined. I'm still pissed about it, lol. When we were kids, like everyone used to be rough with their toys when we were kids. I threw a Trackmaster Skarloey out the window one time. It still works. It still works, surprisingly. We need new trees for trains. For real. Well, use these ones. JBC Blueprint F Summer. I'm in love with these trees. I love them. Add a bit of these. Okay. Needs a bit more flowers. No. Before I do that. There we go. This. What the fuck? I hate everything. Okay. This is an iOS based on the model series from seasons 1 to 12, so no CGI or Railway Series locations. Lel. You're goddamn right, Eli. Took me a long ass time to realize that the name with E-L-I, it's not pronounced Ellie, it's pronounced Eli. Eli. So I have a toy, I have a wooden railway Murdoch and a wooden railway Toad that I found at a flea market a long time ago. And they have your name, Eli, like E-L-E. But I always thought it was Eli, like Ellie. And then I realized, oh, it's Eli. No, Ellie's pronounced differently. Oh. Wowzers. Oh, fucking hell. Come on. Come on, splines, work. There we go. There we go. Okay. Rip your Scarlowy toy, yeah. I remember recreating James Percy and Rebecca's crash from Emily to the rescue by making a level crossing out of Legos and tape. That's creative. Yeah, we all used whatever we had to like recreate the scenes from episodes. I still pronounce it Ellie. Thanks to Love Live, haha. Ellie the lazy nerd confirmed. Ooh, Ellie, are you gonna take it from T-Jock? I would beat his ass if I was you. I would give him a little whapa. If you know what I mean. Shit. Come on. Ugh, fucking hell. This is annoying. It's annoying. Yeah, I'll add a bit of these. Why not? No, not really looks good. Oh my god, I was just watching your Thompson Railway Collection Part 3 and I noticed that LMAO. When I was younger, everyone should watch that video. That video is so good. See, Matt's works here is based. When I was younger, I remember using baby powder with merch and using it like snow. I thought of doing that when I was a kid, but like my parents wouldn't let me. No, it's way too terrified of them to like, disobey their orders. Not in a bad way, but it's just that, Hugo the Goat. The real deal for real knows what's up. He's a true one. He's a true OG. What wooden railway Flying Scotsman is better, 2013 or 1999? I think in terms of detail, yeah, the 2013 version. But in terms of charming, like being charming, I feel like 1999. Also has that like that classic Thomas wooden railway vibe through all of it. It's I don't know. It's kind of like a beautiful vibe that can never be replicated again. Even though, yeah, I agree the 2013 one looks way better, like, detail-wise. But what can I say? Sorry for my burps. Yeah, I'm gonna add a bunch of flowers and JVC grass, why not? This, like this. Some here too. Bit of yellow. Well, both pronunciations are correct, Hugo. Both American and English speakers pronounce it Eli. So, Hugo, both are correct, lol. You heard it here first. You can say Ellie or Eli. I always interpreted Eli as more masculine, but I don't want to be gender normative, and Ellie is like more feminine, but I don't know. I don't know, I'm just dumb. Lee is how most Latin speakers pronounce it. Yeah, that's true, yeah. I had duplicate plain wooden railway Thomases to use as the dead model. Yeah. That's really creative. Bro, when I was like 7, I took my wooden railway 2003 Thomas and put green and red nail polish to recreate that scene from Calling All Engines. Oh, you didn't have the toy, I'm assuming, because they made a toy of that. Also, are you working to Wellsworth on this part or no? That's the idea. The plan is that phase 2 is gonna probably extend to Wellsworth. Because I feel like that would be like the best way to go. Because once I reach to Ellsworth, it's gonna open me a lot of doors, so I would say. Because you have Edwards branch line, the Misty Valley branch line, Gordon's Hill. Once I reach that, like probably Thomas's branch line would be next. And once I'm done with that, probably Toby's line. And then Edwards line, why not? But we'll see. I'm planning ahead. And my parents and closest family pronounce it the same way as well. Also, okay, I already answered that. Best Thomson Railway Coldie. I personally like the 2015 one better. A lot of people like the 2000s one, but I never really liked that one. It's not that it looks bad, I just think it looks a bit too fat. It doesn't look... And also like, looks really pinkish, you know? But I feel like the 2015 one is like a really good upgrade, that it's not like overtly complicated. It's not fat, but it still like retains the idea of Coldie, you know? But it's just my opinion. Faraway Quarry 13 fans, rise. Yes, my children. Yes, my 12-year-olds. Rise. Are there gonna be any jokes or Easter eggs to look out in future phases? Oh, you betcha. I like adding Easter eggs. And, yeah, there's gonna be a lot of them. The only Edward I've ever had in my life was like a single take-along. Ah, that's sad. Well, to be fair, the take-along one is really good. There's nothing wrong with owning a take-along Edward, that's what I say. I think I did the same thing with one of my Trackmaster Thomases, since I lost my Trackmaster Calling All Engines Paint Splatter Thomas. Oh yeah, I forgot they made that. I forgot they made a Trackmaster toy of that scene as well. Huh. Just to recap, how many lines have you done on this route so far? Main line from Titmouth to Crosby. I'm halfway through the loop line, halfway through Thomas's line, the entirety of the Little Western, and just a tad bit of Toby's line. And the harbor line. The harbor line's complete. And I believe that's it. Have you ever owned a factory error item? I do, actually. I met up with a friend. This friend lived in the American side. I live in the Mexican, but and it's funny because like I always thought I was the only Thomas fan in my area, but I was wrong. There's more Thomas people in my area, and so we met up and he gave me a lot of items, and we made like a little like exchange, right? And one of the items he gave me was a Trackmaster Emily that has Nia's packaging. That's the only factory error item I know. It's a bit lame, but I think it's pretty cool. I think it's poggers. Awesome. Haven't said poggers in a long time. What about the night? What about the 90s Coldie? The 90s Coldie's fine. It's just that it looks a bit weird, but it has like the still the charm of classic Thomas Wooden Railway. That's why I cannot knock it too far. I feel like the face is really small and the color's like way deep purple, but I think it's a pretty charming toy. Like I look at Coldie and I say, yeah, awesome, I love it. It's not a bad one. When I was young, I used to bend or lay down track to get my face close to the Trackmaster engine, so I was at camera level. But I'm gonna read that again. Okay, when I was young, I used to bend or lay down to get my face close to my Trackmaster engine, so I was at camera level. Oh, I see what you mean now. I used to roll on the floor as well. I used to film like Trackmaster videos, but I never uploaded them because they were so shitty, and I knew that they were so shitty. Like, trust me, I spared myself a lot of embarrassment. Well, it's time for me to go to bed. Work hard, Hugo and Ellie. Stay lazy. Ooh, T-Jock. Ooh, Eli, you're gonna let Eli speak to you like that? You should go to his house and offer him some tea. I don't know. Good night, T-Jock. Stay British. Hello there, is me. Hello, Carson Plushies Palooza. Welcome to another epic stream. Considering tons of people recreate snow crashes with flour or sugar, do you think that's what the classic and hit model seasons used to? Those were snow episodes? No, I believe they're I can't remember who was it, but like SIF interviewed one of the crew members and they said what material they used for snow, and it's not baby powder or sugar or anything like that. It was, I forgot what the material was, but it's not what I expected to use. There's a comic book store in my area and the owner sells Thomas Wooden Railway. Oh, that's awesome. Tell him if I'm ever in the area, he has a client for life. Unfortunately, it got closed, but the last day, the owner gave me a special engine shed and a 1993 Wooden Railway Thomas. Oh, that's cool. That's awesome. I love it. You gotta, like... You can like, it's amazing the kind of deals you can find at flea markets or bookstores, like my good friend is saying here. One time, I had this vendor at a flea market who sold like puzzles. He doesn't say a bunch of puzzles, but he also sold like old used children's books. And most of my Thomas books that I have, I owe it to him because like he's the one that like you would he would know me as the Thomas guy. He would save all the Thomas books for me and sell them to me. And one day, he got a bunch of take-along cards. Just a bunch of them. And he gave all of them to me for free. I got a bunch of take-along cards for free. That was an amazing day. I have 4 factory error minis. They make those. Victor with slime, Victor underneath. Shazam Ari labeled as Bert, and Reindeer Ben labeled as Bill. And a Christmas Young Bao with one side misprint. Unfortunately, I never got into minis. I used to have a small minis collection, but I sold all of them. Because I was like, not really interesting in these, I'ma sell them. If you could have any Thomas prop, what could it be? That's a good question. I always ask myself this. Like, if I could find any Thomas character at a flea market, if I can have any of them, who would it be? Probably Oliver. Or Gordon. Maybe Saltman would be nice to have. If I can have, like, the truck and gave it my, like, thief face, I would have, like, the official Saltman. Gracias. Listen, if I was a millionaire, if I would have been a millionaire, I would have bought Toby when he was at auction, and just have it on my room in the little like trophy place. The owner gave me a Thomas and Friends encyclopedia. Nice. You should add Osama, Quandle, and Dingle. Yeah, I think I should. I should totally. W. Smokey Joe. I agree. Would you ever consider adding CGI locations to your iOS, like the Dieselworks, Steamworks, Blue Man Quarry, etc.? What about Railway Series locations? I said it in the 2023 video, but I'm not adding any CGI locations. Because I consider the CGI timeline and the model series timeline to be different. So they have like different places and a different continuity. So no CGI locations, but Railway Series locations, I'm open to the idea. It's just that like for a lot of them I don't know how to like incorporate them. I do have we do have a plan for the Arsenal Railway. The Coldy Fell, we also have a plan, but it's like I don't think you will like it because it's. But we'll see. 10 years of those tiny engines. My great grandma likes those types of engines. By tiny engines, what do you mean? Opinions on SA30, 06 and models. They bring me a lot of nostalgia. I cannot hate them. I remember like when those models were the thing, and I was watching like trains videos back in 2008. Like, SA3D was I feel like that they were the pioneers of this. Like, we wouldn't be here if it wasn't for SA3D. We, like, for many faults that they have, I feel like the trains community owes a lot to SA3D. And the models do bring me some sort of, like, charm and nostalgia. If I could get my hands on them, I would. It's like seeing old Nintendo 64 games. Actually, the Shazam Airy isn't a factory error. Shazam Airy re-released in 2017 as Shazam Bird. Oh, nice. Are you sad that the new Thomas Wayne Railways line is discontinued? I am sad about it, but I'm not sure if they're gonna try something else or just like Thomas Wayne Railway will be discontinued for good. But I'm sad about it. Like I didn't want the line to die out. Like I think the line had a lot of merit, and if they kept like making characters and making new locations and ideas, I feel like the line could have been successful. They were the blueprint. They really were. Do you plan on adding All Engines Go locations? Please, please, please add the loop. Listen, if I'm against adding CGI locations, well, yeah, I won't add the loop. All Engines Go. It's like, how wouldn't like All Engines Go routes even work in trains? I feel like they couldn't. It's like All Engines Go is such a fast-paced show where the trains like jump and run and fall off cliffs and shit. It's like, could it even work? I could send you the models. Oh, that would be nice. That would be nice. Turbo Emerald. I cannot speak. Oh, said Eli. Yeah, some of the depths are missing. Wait, you don't have all of the SA30 models? I used to, back in my old computer, but when I installed trains, in this new computer, I just added, like, basically only only some of the models for test. Like, I have this Thomas, it's not SA3D. I have NG's rolling stock. I have Gordon, Duck, Henry, and Duke. They're only for testing purposes, and that's it. Because I don't really use Tane for playing, you know. And the reason why I installed SA3D Henry, for example, is because when I'm making road bridges or when I'm making stuff like that, if SA3D Henry fits, then anything can fit. SA3D Henry is so massively overscaled then that is a good frame of reference. If that can fit, then anything will fit. It's not the holy program, it's the truth. I think there's an archive site recreating the SA30 site before it closed down. I remember the night SA30 closed down. I will never forget it. I was in my robotics class. It was a Saturday. I was at college. Not college, at high school. And I remember I was waiting for my dad to pick me up, and I look at my phone, and all this drama is happening with some kid uploaded the 2010 models to DeviantArt. It's just some random kid. And then my dad arrives, he picks me up, and we go home. The car ride was like a good half hour, right? I arrive home. I don't log in Discord or anything. I just like go straight to my computer and I start making a homework. The homework was about Chinese mothers and how do they discipline their kids and stuff like that. And you have to read the article, say what you feel about it, and submit it to the teacher, right? And that took me like a good hour, I feel, or 45 minutes to do. I finish it, I submit it, and I say, okay, I'll relax. I'll check out Discord. I open Discord. I go to the Soto Workshop's Discord server, and everyone is freaking the fuck out because SA30 had closed its doors. And I couldn't believe it. I just couldn't. Because SA30 was such an important pillar for everyone that there was no way they could close down. They can't close down, right? It's like if they close down, like this whole system collapses, right? But they did. They did it. And for years, sending SA30 content was considered illegal and like immoral. It's not illegal, but like definitely like immoral. Like oh, you shouldn't do that because that's against Sean's or whoever the fuck like wishes. And it was treated as like if we were doing like contraband, like, and yeah, I will never forgive them for that because like that was fucking stupid. Like these models were up for years and now you can't even send them without getting people on your ass. Like what the oh my god, that was so stupid, honestly. Yeah, it was so dumb. Does All Engines Go even have a map? It does have a map, it's just that it's really weird. I collect Thomas Minis too. I have Smelly Scruff with an upside down face, a Racing Rebecca with an upside down face, any Breakfast Thomas with a black splotch on his face. Seems to me like Minis are really cheap toys, Yeah, there's no way you can do cartoony things in trains. Leave that Mainland Studios with his Blender animations. I have respect for Mainland because he's the only one that is like doing CGI stuff. Like, God bless him. Like, honestly. This is a video of my Thomas More Railway collection, so please enjoy. Awesome. How could I send you the models? Discord, maybe? I feel your pain. It took me weeks to transfer all my CDPs from my homework PC to my gaming PC. It is a pain, isn't it? Damn, Unk. Most embarrassing Thomas and Friends experience in real life. I don't think I ever had one. It's like, barely anyone knows that I like Thomas. Like, I always made sure that it remained like a private part of my life. Like my high school friends never knew. It took me like 9 months to tell my girlfriend that I like Thomas. So yeah, I don't have any in real life embarrassing experiences. I joined the trains community right after what happened. I was confused as fuck. Oh yeah, if you were a newcomer and you wanted to like get into trains, the only way you can get like SA3D stuff, which was a pillar, such an important pillar of this fucking side of the fandom, you had to have a friend that had them because you couldn't ask for the dependencies on like a forums or something, or a Discord server. It was like that's against the rules. As time moved on, I guess people realized that it's fruitless to keep acting like this. And now, like, as a 3D models, yeah, it's like, who cares if you have them, you know? Who cares if you send them? It's like what should have been in the first place, you know? How the hell do you remember all this? I remember everything, Josh. I remember the birth of the universe. Nah, I'm just kidding. I don't know, I always feel like I have a really good memory. Sometimes. I don't know about you guys, but I think this pretty swag. Everyone's reaction to SA3 closing made it sound like the stock market crashing. Yeah, it really was. The housing crisis, but for trains users. Alright. It was low-key necessary for the betterment of the trains community. So many new models and routes came out of the shutdown of SA30. It's a shame though. No, yeah, in the long run it was for the best because like everyone upped their game with SA30 closing, but it was still annoying. And especially as a route builder that like I can't use I can use SA30 content, it's just that I cannot send them if anyone has like missing dependencies or anything. It was definitely annoying. Most nostalgic Roblox game. I don't have a nostalgic Roblox game. I mean, probably Natural Disasters, but that's not Thomas related. And I say that because, like, Mats, I can tell that you're way younger than me. You were probably born in the 2010s, maybe, or late 2000s. I was born in 2002. And we had Roblox, but Roblox was really different from what it is now. So, but I don't see Roblox as this nostalgic thing, really, from my childhood. You do because, like, you're younger. But I really don't. So I don't have, like, a really, like, a nostalgic Roblox game. Actually, like, I haven't played, like, any good Thomas Roblox games. Like, honestly. Bro, my laptop just beeped 3 times. So fucking loud. That's worrisome. You're gonna blow up? No, just kidding, no. But, yeah, it is worrisome. Am I in danger? I don't know. But I think you should definitely check that out. Like, why is it beeping? Why are you beeping? Why are you beeping? Mats, why are you canceling your messages? What the hell? What are you saying? Thoughts on the new Trackmaster diecasts? I think they look pretty good. From what we had before to now, I feel like that's a step in the right direction. I like the diecasts better than the Trackmaster ones because I feel like the Trackmaster ones look janky as hell. But I wouldn't say they look bad. I just say they look different. And from what they are, like I'm pretty excited to what they have in store. I will be buying a few. Why not? And also, like, do you own a NASA PC? I have a really good computer. I'll just leave it at that. Also, I'm gonna say something, regarding like these new toys. If you think these toys look bad, or if you think these toys look good, that's totally valid. That's totally valid to think. If you're gonna buy them or you're not gonna buy them, like that's totally up to you, and don't let anyone influence your opinion on that. You are your own person, and you decide like what you're gonna buy and what you're not gonna buy. But do not say that your opinions are fact, because they're not. Everyone has their own opinions. Everyone has their own perspective of things. I just don't want this toxicity in the Thomas. Am I referring to someone specific? Maybe. Maybe I'm not. It's like, yeah, it's like, do not let anyone tell you that you're an idiot for liking something. That's a really if anyone does you that, you can legit tell them to fuck off, honestly. Why are you beeping? Faraway Quarry 2025. Awesome. Yeah, that should be quote worthy. My most nostalgic Roblox games are from 2011 to 2017. Ooh, 2011. I was 9 years old 2011. Huh. Jesus, I'm old. And how much Minecraft TNT would it take to crash your computer, to make for your computer to crash? Honestly, I don't know. I've never tried it. But that's a good question. I should try that one time. If my computer blows up, I'm blaming you. It's like, no more iOS, guys. Smokey Joe. It was Smokey Joe's idea. Hi, it's me again, lol. Hey, welcome back, Josie. Oops, typo. Just don't be like a certain individual who goes by SP. Yeah, basically. Have you ever made a custom? I have made customs. You'll never see them though, because I don't have them anymore. I sold them. When I was a kid, I had like a really beat up Henry and a really beat up James. Like they were in really bad conditions. Like the paint was all like almost the entire paint was like blown out. And what I did was I turned the Henry into a Henry C's Red Henry from the Railway series, and I turned the James into a Tar James. I used Sharpie and a red marker. Not even paint, I just used like markers lying around. They look really shitty. Like real extremely shitty. There was this other time, like my mom found at a flea market like an unpainted wagon. It wasn't Thomas related, it was just like an unpainted wooden wagon. And I just like grabbed some paints I had left over from school and just painted in wacky colors. Like light blue with purple wheels. And I call it like the Hugo truck. Kind of like a predecessor of like Saltpan. Period. T. Random question. Have you ever seen Railways of Cartoonia? I personally haven't seen the show in years. I have heard of it. And I gotta say that the Millen Tuner has a lot of balls. He has bigger balls than the rest of us, I feel, because like I wouldn't be one messing with Disney, because he uses Disney characters and he uses all these different characters from like all these different franchises. It's like he's not afraid of being sued by Disney. Like that guy has the biggest balls on the planet. But I have a lot of respect for him. Like God bless him on his journeys. Will you make a diecast collection video in the future? Yeah, one day I will make one. I have a lot of stuff to say about these toys. Same, brother. Avery Productions TNF. Just came here to say, in my opinion, I think it's a little bit too early to be working on Phase 2. Well, you're right, Drowsy. In the moment, I'm just updating areas that I wasn't happy with for Phase 1. So it's not really working on Phase 2, it's just like I'm just updating small areas, you know? Like these ones, with these new awesome trees that I found on the download station. When I would start Phase 2, I don't know, like I said in the video. I have 2 Trackmaster James customs. One black and the other one pink. Awesome. Customs are great. Customs are fun. I love them. I was 15 when SA30 closed their doors in January 2018. Looking back, the whole reason is stupid. Since someone re-uploaded the 2010 content and told Sean to lick their balls when they told him to take them down. Yeah, it's like... That's what I mean. It's like... I feel like the whole thing was blown out of proportion by Sean. It's like, you really gotta be mad if a child uploads the content. Like, it's a child. It's just some random kid that doesn't know any better. He's not old enough to go to the bathroom at class yet. He has to like raise his hand to ask the teacher. And you're getting offended by a fucking 10-year-old? Like, you're a grown adult. When is part 6? Never. What locations will you add on Phase 2? Phase 2, I have a map. I have like the set locations I'm gonna add, but I don't want to say because like I don't want to spoil the surprise. But like the key locations are gonna be there, like the Viaduct, Henry's Forest, and Wellsworth probably. But like what's in between them, I want to keep that a surprise. So I like that feeling of excitement. The last dude who used Disney characters in his video got his channel clapped out of existence 2 times. Long live Trainboy54. Trainboy54 is a goat. He is the goat. I used to watch his videos all the time. Did he really? Was he really like taken down by Disney? I didn't know that. What is your favorite number? I like the number 13. It's in my name. It's in my name. It's in my name. It's in my name. 13. 69 is a pretty good number. 20 is a pretty good number, I would say. It's one of my favorites. What's your favorite Thomas from the Railway set? Honestly, probably the Lift and Load set. If I had one. Like, that's the set. And also the Day of the Work set I'm pretty fond of. If you were to make a model layout, what area railway would you model? Can he does it have to be Thomas related, or can it be about a model layout of anything I want? Bacon. Not that big into bacon, but if you are, here goes. It's not that bad, bacon. Just not really. It's not that much of a thing here, I would say. I feel like that's more of an American thing. Hell yeah, can't wait. Hell yeah. Also, if Sultan is you, it's a 12-ton ban, your mortal enemy. How did you know? That's exactly what it is. Fuck that guy. Trackmaster customs I made was Timothy Blue Henry. Oh, okay. Timothy Blue Henry, LBSC Green Thomas, Liz Productions 5784. I think I've heard of her. Or him. I don't know. LNER Green Gordon, the Slender Engine, Casey and Megan, and some red and white trucks and bands. Nice. You should add the Superstation to this map. Yeah, I'm gonna put it on Kildane, don't you worry. Which loco's your favorite? A4 Pacifics are the GOAT. I love them. I'm excited to see Mallard in my UK trip. I'm gonna go to Audrey, guys. No, Trainboy 54 is still around. Just under a new account, but same name. Oh, okay. It could be anything. Imagine if Eric Cartman from South Park was the kid that uploaded the SA3D models. That would be funny. That would be funny. How would the Superstation look TV series style for trains on them? I don't know. That thing was super gimmicky. It would look like a fucking Choggington layout, to be honest. Where on the map is the Big Dipper go? No Titmouth locations. I consider Titmouth to be a separate canon. But I will make a Magic Railroad Isle of Nosodor someday. I already made one, but I want to make it again. So I feel like I can do a much better job. Thoughts on Hugo the Rail Zeppelin? Okay. I told the story before, I'm pretty sure, but it's like, I joined Discord when Hugo was the newest character, and everyone and their grandma who I met around that time said the exact shitty ass joke. Hugo, like the real Zeppelin? And it was funny at first, don't get me wrong, but after hearing that same fucking thing over and over, I was so fucking out of it by the end. It was like, okay, I get it. Hello, Dux Films. Welcome. Casey is straight up evil, bro. I don't know who Casey is. I know this is long way off, but I'll ask anyway. Is Action Canyon gonna be included? If you mean the mine that Thomas goes through and the bridge in the Great Discovery, yeah, they will be on the route. I don't know where yet. But I have like some ideas of how I can include those. But they're just that, like ideas. I don't have anything, and nothing is set in stone yet. The map is always constantly changing and evolving. What's your opinion on Diesel 10? Diesel 10 is awesome. Like, it's one of the best parts of the Thomas the Magic Railroad. I love him. Thoughts on Chuggington Wooden Railway? I don't think Chuggington is that bad of a show. But it's because like I feel that show feels like the anti-Thomas in a way, and it was designed to be that. It was straight up designed to be competition. Thomas from Railway. And for what it is, like what they were trying to do with the wooden railway range, I feel like it was pretty good. It's just that everything looked a bit too plasticky and toyish. What season is your route style to? It's a mix of seasons. Yeah, it's a mix of seasons. Like some are season 3, season 4, 5, 2, 1, 6, 7. There's no set style I'm going for. It's just not what I think looks good. Nah, forget the superstation. How the fuck would the trains and cranes super tower work? Fucking hell. You want to know how much times I see superstations and super towers at my Facebook marketplace and the flea markets? I feel like everyone bought this fucking thing for their kids and they didn't play with it. And now parents are trying to desperately get rid of them. It's taking too much space, man. Where am I? Okay. Hey Hugo, just wanted to drop in and say you're a legend. We all appreciate all your hard work you made and so much awesome stuff. You deserve the best. Thank you, Moonlight Rider 24. You are awesome. Branchland Productions, yo, hell yeah. Welcome. Hello, says Grounder. Can I ask guys a question about something? Yeah, go ahead. I've been in the Thomas Trains community for some time, which goes back to the SA30 forum, but I didn't join Discord until 2019, and another 1 and 2 years till I joined the Thomas-related servers, lol. Tell me about it. Yeah, I joined the SA30 forums in 2016. Then I joined, around the same time I joined Twitter, but I wasn't really known at the time. And then I joined Discord in 2017. I joined Discord, and that's when people started to like really knew me. When I joined Discord, I started to like speak to Thomas people about Thomas things. Felt really good at the time. How long have you been working on this project? Since at least since 2022 till now. Every time I exit your iOS after saving my progress of it, train stops working and I have to restart my computer. Oh, that's bad. Yeah, you probably need a better computer, Jeremiah. Can I be the faraway of your quarry? I already have a faraway of my quarry. It's a very special person for me. But thanks for your offer. Do you guys remember GeoTracks? I think I do. I don't know what it was though, maybe? Was it like... Wasn't it made by Fisher Price or something? Because I feel like I had a friend who had a bunch of those. Like a neighbor. I mean, almost every diecast user of the Thomas community bought the Superstation for the track. Did they really? Wow. What is the best wooden railway era in your opinion? Probably 1996 to 2001. I feel like that was the golden era of wooden railway. Because I feel like when it started, like wooden railway was good. It's just that I feel like they haven't hit that sweet spot yet. Because everything looked a bit rougher around the edges. But I feel like starting with 1996, it's really when they started to refine their style and their toys. and it looked amazing. It looked amazing, high quality. I wish I could have lived through that era. Now, what came after, like the era that I grew up in, which is the 2002 to 2010 era, that era was really good. Like, I have a lot of respect for what Wooden Railway did back in 2000s, because like it was really unpredictable. Like, they did a lot of stuff that pushed the boundaries of like what a Wooden Railway system could be. Even if many ideas didn't quite stick the landing, like the fact that they even tried it, it's really creative, and like I really respect Wooden Railway for that. They made some incredible items that you would have never expected them to make, you know? Oh my god, I remember GeoTrax. The wiki said that the Bluebird Railway and Soder is connected to the Great Waterton, and I want to know how. Well, that's the wiki makes a lot of assumptions, and I'm not taking the wiki for granted for this project. Well, it's gonna be my own headcanon at the end of the day. I owned some as a kid. Seems like everyone had GeoTrax. Yeah, GeoTrax was from Fisher Price. Stories of talking trains and their drivers. Oh, then it is what it is. It is what. Do you pronounce Coed as Coed or not? No, I just say Coed, like Coed, you know. I remember playing with them. Opinions on Stanley TV series. I think Stanley was a wasted character. He had like an awesome backstory and an awesome like potential to be a great character, but it never really was, because I felt like they would have done more stuff with him, but then the CGI series took over and Stanley was forgotten about. He was like the new character, and like they made such a big deal about him in The Great Discovery, only for them to like not use the character ever again. It's sad. It's tragic. It's a shame that the Great Waterton never appeared in the CGI series. I feel like there was no way to drop that out. I had some GeoTrax too. Sadly, my parents sold it all years ago. Fun stuff though. Is the season 8 and 12 Dinosaur intro location in this phase? Part of it. Here's a bridge. But I know you're asking, it's this and the tunnel. The tunnel is gonna be somewhere else. It's not gonna be on this the same place as this. I know that it's implied that they're next to each other, but honestly I don't think that. That's just my personal thing. Yeah, GeoTrax was like the remote controller Trackmaster sets, but slightly bigger and much more zany sets overall. Yeah, I had a neighbor who had a bunch of those, but he never played with it because he was never a train guy. But when I discovered that he had them, like, of course, being a little train autistic kid, I was like, yo, let's play with these. He was really... that kid was really fucking boring. He only wanted to play boring-ass games. To me, with that kind of track, would have been useful for adventures and take and play. That's fair. Finally got the iOS fully installed, eager to explore it in a bit. And already excited for the future patches. Thanks, Joey. Godspeed, Joey. Sadly, I don't own any GeoTrax merch anymore, especially since most stored outside in the chest, and they became damaged due to rain over time. That's a shame. You could have sold them for a buttload of money. I love how Thomas Merch News on Twitter set their clock to April 1st, 2008, or April Fools, and posted about the Action Canyon and Thomas from Railway New Style Duncan and Duke. Like a trip back in time. Yeah, that was a funny April Fool's thing. It's like being in 2008. Guys, like it's 2008. The Great Discovery came out. A bunch of violence in Mexico. The stock market crash. Hell yes. 2008 was awesome. I graduated from kindergarten in 2008. Talking Ferdinand goes crazy on mute. Talking Ferdinand. Why would anyone want a Talking Ferdinand? It's Talking Ferdinand, man. It's Talking Ferdinand. Guys, I watch every Faraway Quarry video at least 2 times. You see? Matt knows what's up, and I think everyone should too. I think you should see my videos at least 3 times, all of you. Just saying, just as a little suggestion. There's no rush, of course. You can watch them on your own pace. Oh my god, Joey Turner! I remember watching your beats back in 2010. Fancy seeing you here. Yeah, same. Like, the first video that I ever watched on YouTube was Joey's. Well, it says Accidents Will Happen remake. That was like my first YouTube experience ever. True, Hugo is cooking. That's well said, Eli. Same with Molly, Neville, and Murdoch. They had potential and only appeared in a few episodes and cameos. Yeah, that's a shame. Like, I'm not against, like, adding new characters to the show, but, like, at least make them interesting. Like, they did the bare minimum for a new character. Like, they just showed up for a new episode and said their name, and that's it. That's all they did. But I feel like that was, like, Hit Entertainment's idea to, like, push, like, because, like, they needed to make new trains each year to keep the merchandise sales up. It's a shame. It's a shame that, like, these characters could have been so much more. I've only had Trains 2019 of my LG PC 2 years now. Nice. I had Trains since 2018, around the time I bought my gaming PC with my own money. Nice, Eli. I installed the route buildings and damn, they look great. Thanks, Renatics. Is the goal for this map to be as accurate as it can to the model series map? Or are the locations placed anywhere? No, the goal is to, like, follow what the TV series map says. Of course, we only had the map from 1991. But that's the goal, to, like, be as close, as accurate as possible to the map. Good evening, Mr. Hugo. Oh, good evening, Jack. It's been a while since we talked. How you been? Hugo, I just want to let you know that Crosby is using 2 of the same building. What do you mean? What do you mean? No, it's not. The Kiwi controller. I'm gonna say to Kiwi conductor that you said that, and he's gonna whoop your ass. I graduated from kindergarten in 2008 too. Were you born in 2002, Eli? Oh yeah, Hugo Crosby. I know I've watched collection videos and flea market videos at least 10 times at least. You're doing God's work, Mats, and I'm really glad that you like them. I'm gonna make more soon, don't you worry. My 2025 finds are really looking up. Have you ever heard of the Tom Moss, the prank engine? He was a childhood video for real. Oh, I remember watching that guy's videos. They were so cool. Like at the time. I had a Trekmaster Sir Handel and buried him in the mud and left him there. Oh no. Is it still there? Can you check? Bro, I can't believe 1942 Thomas and the Bubble Loader are from the same era. Me neither. What a crazy world we live in, right? 2010 is awesome. It's the 65th anniversary of Thomas. The animated Transformers Thomas parody is funny. Oil spilled in the Gulf of Mexico. What a crazy time, right? Hugo Curtis means the station building. You're worrying me now. You're worrying me now. There's nothing wrong with the station building. I think. Wait. Okay, this is building 1. And this is building... Oh my god. Oh my fucking god. Are you for real? How did I not notice this? What the fuck? Oh my god, but which one is it then? Jesus. Okay, so... Okay, I'm looking at Crosby right now. Okay, so... This building's correct. This is the one that I need to switch. Oh, shit. Oh my goodness. Holy Sigma. Who else remembers J... Okay, here's a sillier one. I remember one time on Twitter, you said that your granddad was named Mr. Faraway. Because that day I called you the same thing. Well, it was my father. I remember that conversation. I believe I said it was my father. Is this something funny that I thought it was funny to say that? Like, please. Mr. Faraway was my father. Just call me Hugo. Also, yes, I was born in 2002. Yeah, let's go! 2002, boys. Who else remembers JH55000? He made such good high-quality Railway Series models in an era where some of the models were different. They made some old UKLB models aged. My mom bought me a custom take and play Tom Moss. Oh, that's awesome. 2002 kid here too. Let's go. JOOC. Do you keep plan on adding the Big Dipper rider from Titmouth? I've heard you plan on remaking the Titmouth locations route. Although I'm not sure if the iOS is meant to be the only classic series or not. Yeah, the Titmouth iOS is going to be different. I'm not adding any Titmouth locations to this route. As I honestly feel like... thanks for telling me about Crosby, by the way, Curtis. I consider Titmouth to be a different canon from the rest of the show. So, yeah, Titmouth iOS is going to be its own thing. Love your route, by the way. We'll hopefully download the full thing when I have the better PC LMAO. You'll get there, don't you worry. To be honest, I was less interested in your non-trains videos. But now I love all of them, especially the flea market bits. Oh, I'm glad you like them. I always try to make those videos enjoyable for everyone. Not just Thomas fans, but like random people who would stumble upon my channel. I always try to make them like informative. You know, and like funny. So I'm glad you like them. Go to Crosby, Hugo. I did. Okay, I'm a bit behind on the chat. Clearly. I was brought to the world. Okay, I was brought to the world when Season 9 and Calling the Legends came out. So me and Southern Rails are the same age. Holy shit. Jesus Christ, Southern Rails is 20? Well, I didn't know that. Jesus, he's young. I feel old. Yep, there it is. Oh, the chat. Yeah, I'm far behind on the chat. I had a Trackmaster handle, but then Sand got into the motor. So he no longer works, and I turned him into a pug. Yeah, I'm pretty sure half my Trackmasters don't work anymore. I did not take care of those bastards at all. It was funny, and that was how he said it. Guys, sometimes you just have to... Trackmaster Stafford. 1990 lads, where are ya? Are you from 1999, Curtis? That means you're 26. Yeah, you're 26. God damn. Season 5 was coming out. You were there when Titmouth came out, Curtis. So, where's part 6 of the Wooden Railway collection, Hugo? Have you looked under your bed? Makes sense. Please do more streams. I will, don't worry. What was your first Thomas Trains videos you saw on YouTube? Honestly, I don't remember which one was the first, but I do remember watching all the classics. All the old 06 videos. Like Accidents Will Happen remake, James Goes Down the Hill, UKTBL, something like that. Stuff like that. I remember watching them. 2004 gang. No, 2004 is cringe. No, just kidding. Most underrated Thomas Wooden Railway item. Underrated. Do you know about the ice cars? Like, they were like these cars that had like a block of ice. It was kind of like a crane thing. I always wanted one of those. In August, yeah, I was alive, lol. Any 07 guys in the chat? You're 18. Jesus Christ, 07. 2007 people are 18. Oh, I'm old. I was born in February 2002. You're 1 month older than me, Eli. I was born in March. I used to play some of my Tomy Trackmaster stuff in the sand at my grandparents' house when I was a kid. I remember I took all my Trackmasters to the park and just like filled them with dirt. That's why my Spencer doesn't work anymore. I once threw all my taking place off my back porch. Everyone's just telling like the insane things they would do as kids. I feel you guys. I feel you. Does anyone remember watching James Fan 1991's videos? Honestly, not me. What's your favorite item from each diecast range? Erdl, Take Along, Take and Play, Adventures, Push Along. It's hard to pinpoint like a best one. Because I like all of them really. I don't have a favorite. I can maybe try like there's items I like that Sodor Taxi, that's a good one. Jock. Anyways, gotta go. Goodbye, Curtis. TWR green shark tank with purple roof is so peak. The fuck? What? What? Shark tank with purple roof? Oh, the aquarium cars. I thought you were talking about the show. I once drove my Trackmaster Henry in my bathroom sink to remix something in the air. I would never dare to like put water on my Trackmasters because like, they had like wires in there and like I could like die. So you had bigger balls than me. I'm from 2003. I'm turning 22 next month. Nice. Do you seen any bootleg Thomas items? Yes, I do own some bootleg Thomas items. I want to make a video of them someday. I would destroy them with a hammer like Lyric and video, but like no, it's like that table that I use in my videos is made out of quartz. It's made out of like glass. It's not. I don't want to. If I break it, my parents are gonna fucking murder me. So no way. I once swallowed a mini Sydney. Why did you do that, Drowsy? You could have died. You could have died. Think about your future, Drowsy. Come on. Remember one time years ago, sometimes in 2016, I found some random Thomas toy buried in the sand at a beach we went to. Fortunately, I don't think I have the Thomas toy anymore. Children be children. But yeah, I remember watching SA3 Films Callum's Walker older content. Yeah, that's like that was peak Thomas content. Hey Walker. Asella Gamer. I swear I saw Titmouth in theaters, but it's hard to remember because it was just under 3 months from turning 3. Man, being alive when Titmouth came out is crazy. Being alive in 1991 is crazy. If you actually remember Shining Time Station, like, you deserve a veterans a veterans discount. Chicken jockey. Haven't seen the Minecraft movie yet. Probably gonna go on Saturday. I remember putting a yellow Play-Doh on my Trackmaster Thomas to make a Boris the Tank Engine costume. An all YouTube series character. I like how you didn't use paint or even a marker. You just use Play-Doh. I lived. Yeah, but Darwinism says that you should not be here. I waterboarded Manessor Handle before burying him. It was a Trackmaster to Henry. What's the best value you've ever gotten for a Thomas item for? I got it to take along blue plated Thomas for only $45. Probably the $40 lot was one of the best lots I ever got. I also got back in 2017 I got in an amazing lot on Easter of classic Winter Railway items. That was a pretty good day. Learning curve, stop putting batteries in your trains. Nobody wants these goofy toys. I agree with that. That statement, 100%. His face wasn't released yet. I just released it. You probably missed it, but it's on TSI. You can get it there. It's been a while, huh? Yeah, it's been a while. Walker, where have you been? The first piece of Thomas merch that I owned was the Red Running board Tommy Thomas. Thomas toys were so good at back then. They were. They don't make them like they used to. Isn't that a true statement? All that's installed. Let's go. Yeah. I wish episodes of Shining Time Station were included as bonus features on the Radar, DVD, or Blu-ray. I feel like they won't do that because I think Mattel owns the rights to Shining Time Station, and they don't want to do anything with it. It seems. It's a shame, but it is what it is. Trevor will be 25 this year. Yeah, he will. If it is, it's season 4. Play-Doh tasted so goof. I feel like we all tasted Lego at some point. There's no way we didn't. Season 5 canals. We're doing the canals now, boys. Okay. How do I improve this area? I'm gonna use grass. There we go. I remember putting a talking Ferdinand in the bathtub. It started talking backwards and then electrocuted. I still have it. Man, Drowsy, you were just like living a dangerous life. You swallowed a meanie. You almost electrocuted yourself. Pro tip for when watching their Minecraft movie. When watching the chicken jockey scene, don't make a mess of the $30 popcorn. Bring pets. Is that fireworks in the theater? Listen. My parents raised me well. You don't have to say it. I know how to conduct myself like an adult in a movie theater. I destroyed all my Trackmaster 2 items for the new Trackmaster items coming this summer. Why did you destroy them? You could have sold them. A lot of stuff happened last year, so I decided to take a break from trains for some time. That's understandable. The Railway series will be 80 years old this year. Yeah, that's why it's called the 80th anniversary. 2013 to 2017, tons from Railway Neo, tons from layouts. Looks like some liminal space in the worst ways possible. I don't remember looking that bad. Like, I don't remember looking at them looking at shit, but I don't remember. Well, to be fair, I am might be a bit biased, but I don't know. I remember creating Emily's new route by pouring flour on my Trackmaster Emily. If they make another Thomas movie, I hope they make a CGI model hybrid like season 12. I think with modern computer graphics, it will look great. Yeah, it would look. I think it would look good. It's like I can't imagine what they're gonna do with the Minecraft movie. No, Minecraft. What the fuck am I on about? With this new Thomas movie that's coming out. It's like I really don't know what to expect. Blue-plated Thomas is the second rarest diecast Thomas item ever. Only beaten by the gold-plated Thomas. It was also available in a raffle for a few months before the take-along range ended. Oh, that's awesome. I didn't know that. I also remember playing with some of my take-along play engines in a water bathtub sink. I also used to play with those at the bathtub, but I used wooden railway items. Probably shouldn't be putting water on wood. So my wooden railway Edward and my wooden railway Spencer look really crap. Sorry for party rockin'. In school one time I was using the restroom and I looked up and see a gallon of chocolate milk falling in the stall, splashing everywhere. Why? What happened? What happened? Sounds like a horror story. Did you call your principal? You call someone? Did you say like, hey, there's chocolate everywhere. Like I don't know what's up. Like you might want to investigate. I don't know. Was it a prank? Was it a kid making a dumbass prank? It's a weird story. How do you feel about the Thomas will be discontinued for what? The third time? It's a shame. Because I feel like they finally had a good product on their hands. And they decided to cancel it. Why? Fuck you, Mattel. Like... I tried to melt a piece of chocolate over my taking long Percy to make Percy's chocolate crunch. Don't we all? Finished my late night breakfast, heading back to my apartment now. That's great. That's great. That's great. Pissimo. Ah da da dee da, ah dee da dee da dee doo. La 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 ba, chicken. Chicken, 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 jockey, jockey, chicken. That's probably not how it goes. Do I care? No. No. Photos on promotional material for 2013, 2017. Oh. They're making the new Thomas movie. Yeah, it's gonna be directed by Mark Forster. That's all we know. La 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 ba. Chicken. I dumped a soap bottle on my push-alongs. Sonny and Rosie were the only survivors. Oh my god, Hugo's old mic that he used in his collection videos made me want to pierce my ears. Same. I don't know how you guys were able to tolerate that mic. It was so bad. It was so shit. It was a $20 mic I bought in Best Buy. A kid had it out for me that day because I took something from his desk on accident. Ah, that's sad. What are some words that I have never heard of before, Thomas, that you have never been said in any TV show and movie and in real life? Probably the word cross. Like, Thomas was very cross. No one says cross, like, ever. Only in Thomas, like, everyone says, like, upset or angry. Nobody says cross. Not that I know of. Frank, my favorite rapper from Pricing Engines 93. You know, that joke, like, I had a Mandela effect because I specifically remember that Mike and Frank had a rap battle in Enterprising series. But then when I tried to find, I couldn't find it. And as far as I know, that it probably never even happened. So I don't know what I was on that day that made me want to say that. Just like, so it's like I feel like no one got the joke. I was trying to make because there was no joke. Like what are you yapping about, Hugo? In the TCU, the Thomas Cinematic Universe, they probably just adapt the specials or overarching plot arcs, calling a Legends or Diesel Duck rivalry. That or we'll get a Tatmar 2.0. I don't want another Tatmar. Like, you know that World War II movie that never happened? Someone contacted the director, I believe, and made a video of like what the movie would have been like. And yeah, I'm glad they didn't make it. Like, it sounds awful. It sounds like shit. It sounds like another Tatmar. Honestly, just wondering where you can get the Fat Controller up close-up figure. Mattel's dumpster, probably. I found on Facebook Marketplace listing of Thompson Railway items from the late 1990s. And I think there is a white face on the listing. Well, good luck on that, buddy. I don't have a regular Rosie push-along. The only Rosie I have in that range is the one that has flowers. I didn't even know there was one that has flowers. I didn't know. Okay, probably a camera angle here. This tree's gotta go. Okay, here. Words in Thomas that I have never heard in certain. The Deputation, Treacle, and Managarus? When was that ever used? As a kid, I would try to repeat Rosie's Carnival Special. And my stepney ended up breaking, and Emily's driving wheel being bent. Wasn't until... Ah, shit. Did the stream die? I feel like the stream died, didn't it? The stream died. Fuck. La 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 ba. Oh, okay. Is it back? Is it back? Film Managarus was using Dowager Hat's busy day. I don't remember watching that. Did Hugo punch the fuel tanker too hard? I never once tasted treacle. I wonder if it's delicious. You probably shouldn't be eating treacle. Treacle sounds like gasoline to me. I don't know. Guess I got a black eye from the 12th ton. You shouldn't be messing with me. This is what I do to my enemies. And I grew coconuts too hard that birdied the bus. The audio's cutting out like every 3 seconds. What the fuck? Ah, Jesus. Internet troubles. Internet troubles. Oh my god. The audio's cutting out. Okay, I think we're hella delayed now. But we're back. Managarese was said in NWR 1991's videos, mostly for Bill and Ben episodes. I have never heard anyone say that word for female managers. Oh, is that? Oh, it's a female manager. Oh, shit. What a confusing word. A very formal horse? Have you ever put butter on the Pop-Tart? It was so freaking good. Have you ever put butter on the Pop-Tart? If you haven't thinking of it, you should. Accidentally drank vodka once? Man, Drowsy, how are you still in one piece? How are you still alive? Like, no offense. No offense to you, but it's like... You're really clumsy. In the original printing of Henry the Green Engine, Audrey used the N-word. Yeah, I'm aware. I'm aware. You don't have to tell me. I read the memo. I read the wiki. And yeah, it's like... Yeah, don't be using that word. Probably. No. That was bad. That was bad of you, Audrey. That was bad. Family Guy songs are amazing. They are. They're really catchy. But they're the most offensive thing ever sometimes. I don't know, man. I couldn't eat a brick and I'd still be alive somehow. Yeah, exactly. Mr. Audrey, I've done it. I've stopped racism. What responsible driver would stop as if he was in a road by lay-by? You can't do it. They've shown the lamentable ignorance of Rule 55. Have you seen Kodak's 888 Ernest Reloaded? I remember the original video. I haven't seen Ernest Reloaded, and I'm not that interested, to be honest with you. Wilbur Audrey really had a savage sense of humor when making the Railway series. Maybe a tad too savage. I don't think saying the N-word is savage, but hey, that's just me though. Yeah, Down Syndrome Girl's whole lyrics are bad. The music and Stevie Chris's dance moves look the feel line that came from the 1940s musical by Frank Sinatra. Oh, that song was like... I was shocked that they were able to make a good song about that. It's like, because everything's amazing. It's just it's the lyrics, man. They're like fucked up. Like, Jesus, Seth. Like, come on. I just watched Rocket Launch. I'm arriving at my apartment complex. Ooh, nice. Pop-Tarts with butter. Here's a Manila thread I had. I could have sworn there was a post-credit scene in Blue Mountain Quarry with Proteus Lamp coming into view with a narrator saying, but that wasn't the only secret in the hills. Oh, if they did that, if that was real, it would have been the greatest thing ever. Like, that wouldn't be base as fuck. I feel stupid saying that. Based as fuck. Gen Z terminology is fucking dumb. If you haven't, then I think you should. Have you ever put butter on a Pop-Tart? If you haven't, then I think you should. I have that song stuck in my head, sorry. Are you excited for Solar L and the third installment in the Shed 17 series? If I was 15, I would have been excited, but I'm not 15 anymore, and I think, I'm really not a fan of Shed 17 anymore. I don't know. It is not as bad as I Needed You from When You Wish Upon a Winsterman, which ended up having the show to get cancelled a second time, and Disney seeing them. Funny enough, Disney now owns Family Guy. What a crazy timeline we live in. Disney owns Family Guy and The Simpsons. Have you ever put butter on a Pop-Tart? If you haven't, then I think you should. I the only one who saw James as Squidward coded? They just seem so disgruntled with their work, lol. I was up Gordon as Squidward. Me personally, as a Thomas expert. I remember I am Mandela Effect. I had the best engine ever. I thought I heard someone say, "What the hell is the holdup when Caitlyn stops behind Emily at the beginning?" I watched a lot of fucked up Thomas videos when I was like four or five. That's a problem with Gen Z. Not just kidding, but it's like, I remember when I was like 5, when I first discovered YouTube. I remember like I stumbled upon Thomas Blows His Stack And I remember being terrified of it. I was legit afraid of that video. It scared me. Every time it would pop up like on the sides on of when I was watching a video, right? And then at the bottom at the sides you would see like the thumbnail for Thomas Blows His Stack, and I would like close the YouTube immediately. I would shut down the computer and like do something else. I was that terrified of that video. I know that if I would have seen Shit 17 when I was like 5 years old, I would have shit myself. I would have legit be traumatized. It's like, I don't think 5-year-olds should be watching that type of content, but hey, what do I know? Thoughts on Thoughts on Tobias and the Arcane Merchant. Are you excited for Tobias and the Birch of the Cathedral? I'm gonna be real. This is gonna sound really controversial. I didn't care for Tobias and the Arcane Merchant. It insists upon itself. It insists upon itself. Nah, just kidding. It's not that I don't like it. It's like it's, from what I've seen, it's a excellent crafted video. Like, it looks like a professional Hollywood production. It's just that I haven't like keep up with like Thomas YouTube content, if that makes sense. What do you mean, boo? What are your favorite songs from each era? Mine are Never Never Give You Up, Emily, and Sir Topham Hatt, the season 14 one. I like Don't Judge a Book by Its Cover, Night Train, The Island Song, Rules and Regulations, Come for the Ride. I like all of them, really. All of them are great. All of them are goated. Ho ho. Sorry, someone is texting me. There we go. This episode that scared me were Stephanie Gets Lost, Halloween, Cranky Bugs, and all of those. There was never a Thomas episode that scared me. The only one... Okay, there's two that scared me. And they're pretty lame. The first one was Cranky Bugs. But not the episode itself. It was a promo of Thomas DVDs that would go like, all aboard for the excitement with everyone's number one friend, Thomas the Tank Engine. Each release brings you tons of blah 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 blah. It was one of those ones that were like that would be in the beginning of DVDs, but when there was a part where they started mentioning like the releases titles, and the Cranky Bugs said, "The humorous adventures of Cranky Bugs and other stories," and the clip would show Cranky falling the second time. I wasn't ready to see Cranky fall down a second time. That legit jump scared me. And I was like, not scared, but like, I was like, I would be on my toes when that scene would pop up. But even so, I wanted that release so badly when I was a kid. Because I just needed to know, how did Cranky fall down like that? Is he stupid? And when I finally got Cranky Bugs and I was able to see it, even though I was a bit nervous, I was finally able to overcome my fears. And I gotta say, I loved every second of it, because season 5 is something else, man. That season turns children into men, I'm telling you. The other one was Don't Tell Thomas from season 8. It was a scene where Emily has like this flatbed and Thomas is trying to follow her, and then Thomas is sent to the wrong line. It wasn't the scene that scared me, it's just that I was watching that episode on PBS, right? And right across the hall, I was in my parents' room, and right across the hall, I could see the vacuum cleaner. I had a nightmare that night where the vacuum cleaner turned evil and started to eat me. So I was looking at the fucking vacuum cleaner, and I was like nervous. I was like, I don't know what the vacuum cleaner is gonna do to me. So I grabbed one of those like take along travel totes, and just like use it as a way to protect myself, to stop seeing the vacuum cleaner. It was so stupid. Child's logic, am I right? Pop Tarts. No, I don't think this is gonna work. I had all the classic narrow gauge engines, except Bertram. I never had Rheneas until very recently. Guys, I have a question for you guys. Have you ever put butter on a Pop Tart? If you haven't, then I think you should. That was a lame joke, I'm sorry. It was worth it, I don't care. Are there any Thomas Wooden Railway items you still need to get? The Flying Scotsman has been on the top of the list for 10 years now, and I still haven't gotten one. Wooden Railway Repair, Dennis, Flora, Whiff, Henrietta. I recently got a Henrietta. That was pretty exciting. Have you ever put butter on a Pop-Tart? If you haven't, then I think you should. I'm watching a Canadian. No, wait, fuck. I am Canadian, and I used to watch Thomas and Friends on Treehouse since 2010 to 2016. Such iconic memories I have. Memories from seeing 8 through 16, and any movie from Calling All Angels to The Great Race. It's funny seeing, like, all you youngsters with, you guys grew up with, like, CGI Thomas. It's so crazy to me. Like, y'all are babies. And I'm an old man. Jesus. I remember cowering in fear when I was watching Bullseyes and Henry and the Elephant. I was worried that Champion was going to charge towards Stacy and the Elephant to attack Henry and the Workman. Those are goated episodes for sure. Thoughts in 2016 Wooden Railway Bertram? I find it amazing that they even bother to make him. Like, the fact that they even made him is a miracle, honestly. Even if he looks pretty good. Like, I don't have any qualms with it, really. Here's an interesting question. Did you by chance see Percy and the Ghost Diesel? I think I did. I think. Probably. If I'm thinking of the same video, then yeah. I can't believe Wooden Railway met Frida. She only had one line. My name is Frida. They should have made Carlos instead, but hey, that's just me. Carlos would have been based. In terms of recent fan content, Epic Lafatos episode of George and the Dump Truck Twins is spectacular, and one of the best pieces of Thomas fan content ever, in my opinion. Yeah, I heard good things about it. Like, I heard that it's good. And I have no reason to doubt that. All power to them. Did you ever see Thomas in the Preggy Club? All I'm gonna say is about that is why does Mr. Coolblue hate pregnant women? I feel like we need that answered immediately. Like, does he hate pregnant women? But yeah, I have seen it. It's one of the shittiest things I've ever seen in my life. Though I grew up around the time the final hit era episodes were airing, but because my older brother had like 10 classic Thomas DVDs, I latched onto that. And actually, just like the hit era. But the hit era was good though. Yeah, I grew up with everything, like classic and hit era Thomas. And sure, I grew up with the CGI era as well. But that came out in like when I was 7. So I guess, yeah, I guess I was still young, but like not that young, you know. I wasn't 4 years old anymore. I question realism with Thomas and the Thomas and the Preggy Club. Mr. Cool Blue, fuck you for making that. Like honestly, fucking go to hell. Hugo, did you grow up with Bob the Builder, Barney, Pingu, Fireman Sam, and Angelina Ballerina? Oh, you bet your ass I did. Most of these shows were on Discovery Kids when I was little. Although I fucking hate Fireman Sam. But the rest of them are pretty good. Hey Hugo, opinions of Day of the Diesels. Really boring. I saw it on like on September 15, 2011, and I know that it was a September 15th because that day I went to my independence party at school. I remember watching it and I didn't like it, and I just refused to buy it on DVD for the longest time. I tolerated Misty Island Rescue when it came out, but no, I just couldn't tolerate Day of the Diesels. That movie was so lame. I was so disappointed by it. And I still am. Like, come on. Everyone say boo to Growler. Boo, Growler, boo. Boo. Boo, Growler. He's cringe and stupid and not awesome like me. How about we speak something better than that? Like Thomas's Heartbreak. No. Okay, I have a better one. Alone by Scarloy Renes. I think that's the best. I think that's the best piece of Thomas content. I don't know about you guys, but I think Scarloy Renes did a classic with that one. I'm going to hell. Mats, I like you and all, but like, can we not? I have some strong opinions on that guy. That I don't think I'm gonna say them because like, what's the point? My friend in 2011, in preschool, was obsessed with Day of the Diesels. He would have nothing but Zizal 10. I'm assuming you mean Diesel 10. Drip for about 3 weeks, and all of the girls love it. They all said he looked amazing and nice. What universe is this? I feel like I'm science fiction right now. Everyone boo at Fart Away Corey 15 for not making a full. Fart Away Corey. That's crazy. Is it true that Dragon Ball is very popular in Mexico and has been an ongoing joke in the Dragon Ball Z community for some time now? Oh, the memes you see about Dragon Ball Z, it's all true. It's all true. It's super popular here. Like I have never seen a show this loved by Mexicans, like ever. Like it is insane. Like the level of appreciation of fandom that Dragon Ball Z has over here. The memes are true. They're correct. My cousin is a Dragon Ball Z fan. He knows everything about it. Pretty sure. Crazy how that video is about 6 years old. It is. I'm referring to Alone. Alone. James is a mixed traffic engine. You would see me dead on the ground before I start producing slop. Mark my words. That's all I'm gonna say. Like, I love and respect myself enough to not making slop. Didn't know Dragon Ball Z was mega popular in Mexico. Oh, it is. It's insanely popular. One of the biggest shows ever, I'm pretty sure. There's a lot, well, that and also like, pretty, Pokemon is also really popular, Naruto as well. Pretty much every anime, really. Every popular anime. I mean, Faraway Corey is touching virtual grass. I am. I mean, why do you need to touch real grass when you can just, like, touch a virtual one? Look at this, look at this, look at this nice-ass grass. Look at this, look at this. Like, isn't this grass beautiful? Totally makes up for it, right? Have you seen the Cleveland show? Thomas reference. Yeah, I think I know what you're saying. Like, that scene where it's like, you're even worse than Uncle Thomas the Tank Engine. You just get your white ass on board. What was that, Thomas? I mean, choo choo. That's a funny scene. Not the greatest scene I've ever seen. Faraway Slop. 13. Hey, what's up, Jacoby Real? I'm gonna ban you. Ever seen Enthusiast? I think it was LWP Productions. Oh, that shit was fucking crazy. That he thought that, like, this was an okay production to do. Like, that really made me question, like, Dark Stories and Thomas fandom, because I always thought it was super fucking weird how they want Thomas to be this dark, edgy thing when it's not. Jesus, what is this chat, lol? Hugo, how do I get hit on Scruffy? Asking for a friend. Well, Scruffy, my good friend Scruffy is already dead. He died at the mines and put upon Percy. That's my headcanon. The book was published in 1852 by a white woman who hated slavery in America. She wrote a book where black people were the good guys. The book has been criticized for having black stereotypes in it. Oh, shit. Faraway Land, 13. Have you ever seen Australia's MSC Noodle Rolling Stock? I mean, I know who MSC Noodle is. Maybe the Bulga said about the enthusiast. He had a story what the video was based on. I'm not interested, man. Like, that story was so fucking weird and gross. I felt dirty watching it, honestly. It's like, man, let's not talk about that video. Fuck that video. You mean the HC that was spread by the... Oh, headcanon, but that was spread by the Lucky Tog, the lol. I don't hate the Lucky Tog. I think he makes quality videos. But it's not his fault that, like, children are gonna be children and they're gonna take everything he says for granted, you know? I must ask, Far, why a salt man? What's the lore behind it? Oh, I don't think I've ever told him the lore. Ever since I was a kid, like, I was always drawn by the truck's faces. I will always try to like imitate them in photos. There's actual photos of me of 5-year-old little Hugo making a truck face, especially the one with his mouth open laughing. I loved those faces. I thought they were super funny and hilarious. And years later, when I started making routes, for those who don't know and don't use trains, you can put these pre-built cameras, right? And when you're in driver mode, when the engine is passing by, these set cameras will be the set cameras when the engine is passing by. So when you hit the 3 cabin and it like shows the camera positions, right? The thing is, I needed like a piece of rolling stock that would be like my model to show the route off. Lock in the camera into to the specific angle that I would like, right? And the first piece of rolling stock that I ever put down was like was the Saltman, the cream Saltman with the laughing face or chortling face. I don't know why, but I was always drawn to that truck and that face specifically. And it became so popular, well, not popular, but it became so ingrained that I decided to use them as my channel avatar, as you will. And truly, I think that it was a good decision to make Saltman represent me, because I don't like showing my face. I just flat out don't like it, and I guess I would just end the life. It's really funny. So, and besides, like everyone is like, when they're making those seasons, they try to be a steam engine or a diesel. I think it's a bit refreshing that it's like my avatar is like a truck. And it's like, yeah, it's basically the lore behind it. It's like, and now people associate that truck with me, and it's really great in my eyes. That means people know me, watch my content, and they like what I do. So yeah, that's basically the lore behind it. No, the stream cut out briefly. No. Please tell me you guys heard the lore, please. Here, look in DMs. I did, Eli. It's really funny. Great to know the faraway lore. Now, next question. Will you build a solar hot dog factory? Yes, Doc Dimmadome. I will. I will build the solar hot dog factory or bust. Yo, did you watch Sesame Street as a kid? And if you do, what is your favorite episode that you saw when you were a baby? I don't have a favorite episode of that. The thing is, Mexican Sesame Street is really different from the American one, but they have like different Muppets. But I don't think there's like a specific plot that I liked, because as far as I know, Sesame Street is about teaching letters and numbers. Like, there's no specific scenario that I remember, although I do remember watching Elmo's World a lot when I was a kid. Like, Elmo's World predated Thomas for me in a bit. It's actually like one part of the reasons that I did Thomas in the first place, according to my mom, was I loved watching Elmo's World and the Teletubbies. And one day my mom like changed the channel to Discovery Kids a bit earlier, just because she needed to like entertain me while she took a shower. And guess what show was on? Thomas the Tank Engine and Friends, the TV series. And that was the first moment I saw Thomas, and well, look at me now. Like, guys, there are actual misogynists in the fandom, and yet you accuse Tug over not caring about Flora? Yeah, exactly. I think there's a lot of bad people in this fandom that we, to the point where we just cannot ignore. You know? There's some really shitty fucking YouTubers that makes garbage slop, and people are eating it up. So if so I don't fucking care if the Lucky Tug has a shitty take from now and again, or because like at the end of the day, so Unlucky Tug is just saying his opinion. But there's YouTubers that are like saying like, oh no, my opinion is fact, and you're stupid if you like this. Like that's really fucking shitty. And there's people that are saying really mean shit about people and LGBT stuff, like LGBT stuff, immigrants, calling people stupid for not, basically for disagreeing with his opinions, and that's really shitty. Like that's really stupid. I think we should really call those people out. You know. Okay. Can you add the solar power plant from Solar Fallout? No. I'd rather die. We need solar brown bricks in Minecraft in an iOS. I got the reference, Eli. As a kid in one Sesame Street episode, Elmo and Zoe produced indigo as icicles. Oh. Fizzling Frejos was Carlos' only line. That's sad. That's really sad. Can we get an F? Can we get an F on chat for Carlos? No, he had a line in Big World Big Adventures. It was the shittiest fucking line ever. Cuff cuff, SP cuff cuff. Listen, man, it has to be said. Like, for all the people that watch my content, and all the people that are maybe starting to get into that person's content, the sooner you realize that that is garbage slop and has no value of anything, I think the better it is. Let me tell you guys a story. This is a story from my youth watching Thomas content, right? When I was around 13 or 12, 13, 14, there was a really popular YouTuber at the time, and I liked watching his videos. It was called C. Mark Anthony. C. Mark Anthony had this series where he would react to like cringy Thomas videos made by children, right? And at the time, I ate those videos up because I was 12, and I didn't know any better, and I thought like yeah, these videos are cringy. Like, yeah, you're doing God's work, man. You know what? You know what happened? But you know what happened to made me change my opinion on him? I grew the fuck up. I stopped being 14. I got older, and I realized, I started to realize the garbage fucking slop that was Z-Mark watches. Like, it was absolutely bottom of the tier content. It was absolute slop from the time. And it turned out that Z-Mark was a terrible person. Not just terrible in like he's shitty. Terrible as in he was a fucking predator. He was grooming children. Like, so yeah, it's like I don't blame children for like to get into this type of content. It's just that I feel like a lot of these kids are gonna grow up eventually, and they're gonna notice what garbage slop this person is doing. Eventually, like right now, like yeah, he's like, he thinks he's acting so fucking tough, but that content gets you nowhere. That content gets you nowhere. At the end of the day, he's doing more damage than good in the long run to his channel, his brand, and reputation. I don't know if he's in it for the money. I don't know if he really believes what he says. But I'm just gonna say it's shitty content, and you shouldn't be watching it. You should stay really fucking far away from that. For your own good. You should watch my videos instead. Where I make dumb jokes sometimes and try to be funny. This fandom is slowly collapsing. Not as fast as the Bluey fandom, but still. Hugo, can we refrain from not swearing? Sorry, I'm a person that swears a lot, naturally. Sorry. He also turned out to be not a good person. Exactly, he turned out not just not a good person, he turned out to be a legit fucking predator, like, honestly. I remember two bits saying Mark Anthony that I can vividly remember. One was a Christmas special that he had Percy meetings at Polar Express, and one called Madison that he had Enterprising Engine 93 as Thomas. Yeah. So yeah, it's like, do you hate Soto Productions YouTube channel here so offensively? I think it's garbage slop. Not only just garbage slop, it's garbage slop that it's like, that does nothing to you other than harm. It's like, I'm starting to see children like parrot the same shit he says, and it's fucking sad, man. It's sad. Problem is, if we call him out, shit's never gonna change. Hate to say it, but at this point, I'm just waiting for him to say N-word to get him into some crazy allegations. I wouldn't say that I'm waiting for his downfall, but I feel like his content's gonna get really fucking bad, really bad and worse. I don't know. Let's just talk about something else. My advice to the kids watching Victor Tanzig and Soto Productions is to stop watching their garbage and watch fan content